Guys, thanks for watching. Today is going to be part 2 of my May favorites, and it's going to be the book edition. So these are going to be all the books in May that we gave 5 stars to on Chick Lit Plus, whether that be me or someone from my review team. So just any book in general that got a 5-star review in the month of May. I always feel like I need to start my videos with a disclaimer, but I'm starting this one with a disclaimer too. Me and my dog were just on a 3-mile walk, and so my hair is kind of icky because it was up in a bun and I was sweating, and then I just took it off, and I've been trying to tame it down because it was this big. I was like, oh Lord. And I was trying to put my makeup on on my sweaty face so I can film this really fast because we're actually getting ready to take Aries to a checkup at the vet. So I'm hot and sweaty and I'm uncomfortable, but I'm filming this video because they take me so long to edit. I need to film them days in advance before I know that I'm gonna put them up. So the first book is actually a book, it was reviewed April 30th or something like that. So I didn't get to include it in my April Bookish favorites, so I wanted to give it a quick mention here because it did get a 5-star review. And it was Charlotte's Restrained by Celia Kennedy. And Charlotte's Restrained is the first one in a series, and I also read the second one, which is Kathleen's Undressed, and I gave that one 4.5-star review just because it was a little bit slower to me than the first one in the series, but I really enjoyed both of them, and I highly recommend the series. I know it's going to be a lot of fun chick lit, which is what I love. The first 2 books are out now, and the third one I think is coming maybe later this year, but I will let you guys know when that one comes out. But that was the first one that got a 5-star review. And then the next one that got, can you guys hear that? It's my dog. She keeps coming in and out of the office. I don't know what she wants from me. We just took a 3-mile walk. What more can I do? But the next one that got a 5-star review was I Regret Nothing by Jen Lancaster. And it's kind of like the typical Jen Lancaster book. It's a memoir. And I'm such a huge fan of Jen's books. I always enjoy being able to read her, and I was very grateful that this book got sent to me for review because I was so looking forward to it. And this book kind of reminded me of the old Jen Lancaster that came back, and I know some of her past books haven't been received quite as well, but I really, really enjoyed reading this one. I loved all the self-reflection that happens in there. There's a big travel section in there to Italy that I really enjoyed reading about, and I just thought the book on a whole was so good. So I was able to read that one, and I gave it 5 stars. The next one that got 5 stars is Vote for Remi, and this is by Leanna Lehman. And this one, I believe Sandy reviewed this book, and she gave it 5 stars. I'm recording these so fast, I didn't even bother to sit down and reread synopsises on the book so I would have any idea what to say, which is probably just going to delay me in the long run. Good thinking. But I know Sandy is more of our young adult, new adult reviewer, so that makes me assume that this book is more in those genres. And I will leave all the links to the reviews in the description box below, and also their Amazon links, so you guys can check them out if you want to get any of these books. That is another one that got the 5 stars on Chick Lit Plus. The next one that got 5 stars is The House of Hawthorne, and this is by Erika Robuck. And I think this one was Allie that reviewed this book. I think it was Allie, and this is more of on the historical side, I'm fairly confident, because Erika Robuck is tends to write in the past. So spanning the years from the 1830s to the Civil War and moving from Massachusetts to England, Portugal, and Italy. So more of the historical fiction book, but I have actually read Erika Robuck myself, and I really, really enjoyed her writing, and I know we've hosted her several times on Chick Lit Plus, and I think several different reviewers have read for her, and it just seems like her books are so well received. The House of Hawthorne got another 5-star review. Another 5-star review is At the Corner of King Street, and it's by Mary Ellen Taylor. I'm trying to pull it up. I just got notice that my Surface is about to die, so I'm like, oh dear, here we go, race against time. This is At the Corner of King Street. It's by Mary Ellen Taylor. I'm going to be able to remember who did this review, but they gave it 5 stars. I've read Mary Ellen Taylor as well. I read her the Union Street Bakery books, and they're awesome. I so highly recommend the Union Street Bakery books from Mary Ellen Taylor. They are so much fun to read, and this one, At the Corner of King Street, also got 5 stars on Chick Lit Plus. Another one that got 5 stars from me is 7 Years Bad Sex, and this is by Nicky Wells. And this was just in my recent review video, and I do mention that it's definitely for a more mature audience because it's a book basically all about sex. So you do need to be older to read that one. But I'm a huge fan of Nicky Wells. I consider her a friend because we've worked together so much over the years, and all of her books I would wholeheartedly recommend to you, including 7 Years Bad Sex, because it is super funny. And if you watch my video, you will know, don't try to do your makeup and read this book at the same time because you'll mess it up. The next one that got 5 stars on Chick Lit Plus is Bride Without a Groom, and this is by Amy Lynch. I love this cute little cover. I love pink covers. I mean, when I first started at Chick Lit Plus and I was going to the library and checking books out to review, it's embarrassing that I mostly was just grabbing pink books or any books with like sparkles on them. I got those too. If you go back on Chick Lit Plus and go through like, I mean, it would take you forever because there's like hundreds of pages of reviews, but my first like 2 to 3 pages of book reviews on Chick Lit Plus are books with shiny pink covers. Don't judge. Without a Groom by Amy Lynch. I believe this one was reviewed by Michelle. She gave it 5 stars. She just put her review up, and I remember I was like grabbing snippets out of it to post on social media, but I know she said very good things about this chick lit book, that it is very chick lit if you can't tell from the cover already, but I know Michelle mentioned that in her review, so it really pulls me in from the cover. Just a little story there, because of course I'm going off on a tangent, but it's okay because that was the last ebook I'm showing you on my Surface, so it can go ahead and die now because it only has 4% battery left. I probably should have looked at that before I started filming this video, but I'm in a hurry. What else can you do? Gotta go to the vet. Last 2 that I have are physical copies of books that I got. The first one is French Coast, and this is by Anita Hughes. And I said it in my review video because I mentioned it in there. I'm such a huge fan of Anita Hughes, and I'm so excited because she just emailed me the other day that she has another freaking book coming out soon, and I'm reviewing it in like August or something like that. And this one, when I read it, this was the advanced reviewer copy. It didn't even come out yet. Oh, this one came out in April. Okay, no, because we're only in June. That's still, and she's putting another one out at the end of summer. Like, you go, girl. You go. I don't know how you do it. But her books are so good. I highly recommend everything from Anita Hughes because I think I've read all of her books and I just love them so much. French Coast was just a wonderful read and, in my opinion, just like totally perfect for the summer months as a beach read. Yes, you need it. And then the last book, I know we had so many 5-star reviews in May. It was such a good month for Chick Lit Plus. But the last one is one that I reviewed, and it's The Silver Cord by Alison Caiola. And if you've watched some of my other videos, I also speak really highly of Alison and her books. The Silver Cord is book 2 in the Lily Lockwood series. The first one is The Seeds of a Daisy, which I absolutely loved. I gave that one 5 stars. It might be in my April Bookish Faves. I can't remember exactly which month I reviewed that one in, but such a good book. The Silver Cord was very different from The Seeds of a Daisy, but amazing as well. I kind of described it as like chick lit adventure because, I mean, there's a lot of action going on, adventure. There's a whole terrorist type of scene happening in there, but it's a very exciting book. It's very fast paced, and yes, I definitely recommend both of these books to you because they are really, really good. So those are all of the books that Chick Lit Plus reviewed in May that were given a 5-star review, either by me or my wonderful review team. these are the books that, you know, we loved so much and we want everyone else to be able to read. So I will have all of the links to all of the books that I mentioned here in this video. I'll put the links to Chick Lit Plus in the description box below, as well as their links to Amazon. I would love to know if you have read any of these books, or if you have any of them like coming up, or if there's any that you really want to get. I would love to know which books are kind of catching your eye out there. And if you haven't watched my other May's Favorites video, I got the idea from you guys that you guys wanted to see my book favorites from Chick Lit Plus, but then you were also wondering about like the beauty favorites and all that. So I took your suggestions and I made the 2 videos this month. So you can click like this link. I think there'll be like a link or something up here. You can click that and it'll take you to the video of my May like random favorites, and I talk about beauty and lifestyle, nail polish, food, things like that that I mentioned in there. I did try to do music and I'm super bummed because I filmed like 3 of my favorite songs and it was just like, you know, like 10 seconds of each song, and I was like, yeah, songs, and YouTube was like, no, you can't put that out there. I was like, okay, but everybody else does, so why don't I get to? So I tried to dispute it and it didn't work. So I have no idea. That's bizarre to me. But if anyone has any tips or ideas on how you put music in your YouTube videos, like everyone else does, please let me know, because I love music so much. So to not be able to share my favorite songs with you on here is just like, that's really sad to me. So bummer. You guys do want to keep seeing these favorites videos. If you liked the idea of having the 2, I think if I tried to like combine them together, it would just be like one super duper long video. So I thought it would be better to make them separate. But if you like that idea, please leave a comment and let me know, or give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you guys like them. If you have any other suggestions of videos that you want to do, I'm just getting ready to start planning my July YouTube schedule calendar, and I'm getting some really fantastic ideas from you guys of what videos you want to see. So if there's anything in there that you want, please do comment below and let me know, and I will be taking note of that. And I need to stop rambling because we got to go. So until next time, thanks guys for watching. Bye.